Hey everybody, and welcome back to Landscapes Recreated. As you can see in front of me, when I said last episode that I wanted to have one house for each villager profession, maybe I wasn't really clear on how many proficients there are in this pack. So now we do have a total of 20 houses in our little neighborhood here. And I really hope you enjoyed the time lapse of me building all of those, because it took quite some time. At the end of last episode, we just reached day 100 in this world, which I totally forget to put in the video. At this point, we are at day 155. And as the sun goes down, it's the end of another day. So, yeah, I built all these houses half by the schematic cannon, half by hand. I actually created a schematic without any walls or interior with the schematic cannon, and then built the walls all by myself, because this way I could mix and match materials more easily. And there we have a new day, day 156 now, and I'm here with my friend Nuffle. So, Nuffle, what are we doing today in this episode? The Nether? Oh, all right. Sure, let's go to the Nether. Because actually, we need blazes. Not for the vanilla reasons of going to the end. We'll do this at some point too. But to be honest, I want to get into the, let's say, second half of the create mod. I want to get blaze burners running so I can create brass. So first steps first, we need to get to the Nether, and for that we need a portal. And I think I'm going to create a portal actually somewhat above the water, down there. I have a small path leading down, and you can see I elevated the whole area a little bit to get these houses on, so I need to build a cliff here and also over there. And then I want to build a big harbor down here, and this harbor will also include my nether portal, which I think I can just dangle here somewhere in the air, just temporarily, until I know how exactly I want to decorate it. But this way, if zombie pigmen spawn, they can just drop into the water and, swim around. Like I said, there's another portal above the water and looking really, really ugly right now. But I swear this will change. At some point I do have a plan, and you'll probably see either later this episode or next episode, in combination with building the harbor a bit. But let's light that nether portal and jump through. Let's see where we end up. There we are. And it seems like I spawned above a shroom? One of the shroom? Oh, hell. Okay, I'm burning. There's some pipe situation going on, and there's blazes in it. And this is, on one hand, quite nice because I need blazes. On the other hand, I need things first. Let's first get down from this room. And there's a bunch of hoglins. Let me take my trusted bow and arrow. And try not to get killed. Alright, the nether actually looks incredible. Hey there. Sorry, don't have gold with me. This could be a bit annoying here. So I should try to get some gold stuff. Alright, this biome here looks pretty damn cool. And there's a bunch of red sand, that terracotta, I think it is. If this hoglin gets to me, I might die, so let's not get killed here. Oh my god. These hoglins here are so annoying. Let me get out of here first. I need a few iron sheets so I can use the netherrack I just got to get some blaze burners. Netherrack can be used to create empty blaze burners, and empty blaze burners can be used on blazes to capture them, or they can be used on blaze spawners to also capture them. And then you get a blaze in a blaze burner, or you can just ignite the blaze burner to get a nice fire in there. But yeah, let's be honest. We don't need nice fires, we need blazes. Blaze burners can be used for industrial heating. So, meaning if I put a blaze burner below this basin here, I can heat whatever is in the basin. And this is the only way to get brass. And brass is the big next stage for create. Because with brass we get access to all the nice things. So, to get brass, like I said, it's mixing copper and zinc in a heated basin. We get access to immersive aircraft and things like smart chute, smart pipe, mechanical arms, and deployers. So yeah, brass is really, really nice to have. And I think I'm going to actually get like 16 blaze burners from the very beginning. It's not that hard to fill them up, so it should be relatively simple to do so. Let's get back into the nether. I do have gold. I still will probably get killed by hoglins at some point, but let's go and catch some blazes. And that was to be expected, wasn't it? Alright, I am back from the nether. I just rescued my stuff, and I at least got seven blaze burners I can work with. I actually also got a golden pickaxe. I don't know why I picked that. But with this, I can get started on the topic of getting brass. So let's go do that. Oh, by the way, one really nice thing about this mod pack is if you die, you're not going down to 0 levels when you collect your grave. But you actually only lose like 25%. So I was level 44 just now I'm 33. Might be that it's actually like exactly that. Might be that I totally got things wrong. Who knows? I don't. I put the blaze burner just below the basin, and I put a trapdoor here so I can just open it whenever I need to feed the blaze, because the blaze itself doesn't do anything. But if I give it a piece of coal, you can see it starts burning, it starts glowing up, and now this mixer is heated, so I can now chuck in half a stack of copper, half a stack of zinc. And you can see at the top, I get brass. And if I take a look at the blaze burner, it says another 52 seconds remaining. If I click with more coal, I can up this. So for the start, I'm just starting with 2 stacks of brass, which is probably enough for a moment. And then we'll get as much as we need later on. And I also get an advancement, real alloys. Yay! I got some brass. But another thing I want to do today is to get the storage situation for iron and flint under control, and yeah, get a bit more out of this without having to run every 5 minutes there to clean this up. So I want to actually get 2 compacting drawers that can collect the iron and the flint. And I think with the drawer access point, we can get everything required. So let's check out if this works as I like it. So now it also looks a little cleaner and we have everything we collect here in block form with a lot more inventory to work with. And I think I will actually put the locker up here so I can collect a full 512 gravel in here. And with this, I think I should also make this building a little more nice looking. So let's do this right now. So that looks better, doesn't it? I'd consider this one as pretty finished. Let's actually take a look down at the sea because I really want to get the harbor going. And I do have this path going down to this level here, and this will be the level where I want to have my harbor. And I imagine this portal here hanging on a crane, like it's pulled out of the water somehow. And yeah, let me see if I can create a rough outline of the harbor and get the land somehow on the same height, and then let me see if I can build the crane, and you'll get to just see a small time lapse of me doing that, because I still have no idea what exactly I'm going to do, but I'll figure something out. In the background you can see we now have a retaining wall separating the dock area here right in front of us from our houses up there. And I think it looks quite good, I think. So we still have lots of wall to build here, but I want to create more like a natural cliff around this edge. I have to see when I get to that, but I'll need lots of stone before I can tackle this. So it probably has to wait a little bit. But what I did for the last, like, probably a week was designing a crane that can hold our nether portal. And I do have a design. I'm pretty happy with it. But we need some rough iron. Or some cast iron, I think it's called. This is it. So we need cast iron, and we need to create that by compacting, so having a press above a heated basin and putting blocks of iron into that. The point being is I had a design in mind for the crane, but to be honest, it was like a wooden crane, and I was like, okay, we're in the middle of the Industrial Revolution. Don't they have like metal cranes by now? I didn't want to build a medieval looking one, so I had to research a little bit more. And you will see the result very, very soon. So what do we do here is probably just change this up, setting another blaze burner down here and creating another basin instead of removing the rest. So blaze burner, basin, and we have our compacting setup. And then we just take a bunch of iron and some coal. Throw the iron in here. Oh no, wait. What is it doing? It's creating cut iron. Dang it. Now I've wasted a lot of iron. Okay, if I do it like this, do I get cast iron? Yes, okay. So, if you filter a basin like this, you can, the basin can only produce that result, so no chance in getting cut iron ever again. Which is really a pain. This is like 4 iron blocks is 4 cut iron blocks. Alright. So let me get everything together and I'll set up the the schematic cannon, and we get a nice time lapse in just 1 second. And with that, welcome the Armstrong Mitchell crane. This is, well, I'm not sure how good of a replica it is. I can bring up a picture of the original one here. This is actually a crane that was created during the Victorian age by Armstrong, and it was one of the first hydraulic cranes which, well, were created from steel instead of wood, and was used for a lot faster loading and unloading of ships normally. In this case, it's very nicely for holding our nether portal. With that, I have my retaining wall, I have my crane ready to go. I think the whole area looks a lot nicer. I'm not sure if I continue the gravel area to the end here, or if I keep it like a nice beach. I think I keep it at the beach. I have my turtles living here, so they need some place to live. At this point we got a lot of building done, but I actually like to also advance my technology a little bit, because at the moment I'm smelting all the stuff I need with my copper furnaces, with the lava I got, and to be honest, it's taking so much of my time. So what I want to do is I want to get fans running. We do have the washing set up here for iron generator, and in the same type of deal, blowing wind through other liquids instead of water. We do have bulk washing, bulk smoking, blasting, and haunting. And I really want to get one of each of those set up, so I can just drop a stack of things onto there and say, hey, get me this smelted now. And so the next part is getting a setup for that. For now, I will probably just set up a very small version of this bulk setup somewhere over here, somewhere outside, so I can just utilize the power generation here. The setup doesn't need a lot of power. It actually takes very, very little, so I might get away with just one small water wheel here. Alright, I think I got everything together that I need. And what I did is I already set a few things up here to just check that everything works. And I did dig into our shaft here that runs through the shed. And just one tip from my side: if you need to connect anything to a shaft that's running a while. Do not use a gearbox. Gearboxes are nice, but they reverse the rotational power. So if I put in a gearbox here, everything in the shed would move the other direction. And the more things you have hooked up to one power source, the less you know where the direction change will destroy everything. So just use encased chain drives instead. I just connected this one down here and then over here. And what I need to do now is I want to actually blow the hot or cold air or whatever from below. So I'm going to put my fans in this direction, this order. So let me close this one up. I do have one bucket of water. I do have a mangrove root to contain it. I do have a soul campfire. I have a normal campfire. And I have a bucket of lava. And with this you can see all the different particles going up. We do have the washing, smoking, blasting, and haunting. And here we can just place a bunch of depots above that. And you no longer see the particles, but it still works. I probably should have already put some signs down where I did what. But let's just take a stack of cobble. Let's put this just on our smelting element. And you can see now there's suddenly particles going up there. And after a moment, the whole stack of cobblestone will magically become stone. And I think with the one fan it takes around 20 to 30 seconds. So just bear with me while I'm talking about all of this. But the fun thing is, if you have more fans blowing, in this example, hot air at one point, and there we have a stack of stone, the more fans you have, the faster this process is going. So if you have 2 fans, it's, I think, doubling the speed. For 3 fans, it's then only 1/3 of the time. So I think I will set up a pretty much bigger machine hall at some point where we have all of these systems just at very high speeds. And I'm already very keen doing that because did you see how long it took for me to get a stack of smooth stone? Yeah, right. I should have done this a lot earlier. Until the next episode, I'm going to build probably a small containment around this, just so that it doesn't look as it does now. Thanks for watching, everybody. So at this point, I'm saying bye-bye and can't wait to see you again.